What's going on, guys? JB Lion back with another video, and today this is a bit of a different video. So this is a pre-match video. One of my mates in the description recommended this sort of video, and that is to obviously do a pre-match video. Obviously shout out Liam who recommended it in the comments. Obviously I look at every comment, so if you guys have any suggestions or videos you'd like to see me do or any ideas, then do please let me know. Like I always say, thank you for everyone who's liked the videos lately. We did hit like quite a big goal last video of 169 views, so thank you so much for everyone who watched the video, and thank you to everyone who liked it. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying to be as consistent as I can this year, and all of your support is really helping me and making me drive to do it more. So yeah, let's get into this pre-match video for you guys. So we have the Chelsea versus Napoli game tomorrow. Absolute huge game in the Champions League for us. Obviously we need to win to secure the top 8. At the moment we are in the top 8. We're currently sitting on 13 points, just behind Newcastle, so ideally we would need Newcastle to potentially lose and for us to win, or even if we can get a draw and Newcastle lose, that also does us favours. But getting into sort of the pre-match, obviously Napoli have been a very sort of, they have been a consistent side this season, but they've also dropped off. Obviously, looking at the news before the game, obviously looking at some of the news coming out of the Napoli camp, they've lost quite a few key players. You know, one of them being Milinkovic, their goalkeeper. He's had to pull out because he's got a bit of a thigh injury. Gilmore, he's got a groin injury. Obviously, I'm happy about that. De Bruyne with a thigh injury also. Neres hamstring. So a lot of their key players, Lukaku's very doubtful. So a lot of their key players are going to be missing, which obviously doesn't mean Napoli are a bad side. They've still got like the target man, Scott McTominay, who we all know how dangerous he's been since going to Napoli. You've got Rasmus Højlund, whose career has picked up since going from Napoli. Obviously being at their stadium as well, it's not going to be an easy game for us to do, but I'd say we have more of a chance with the injuries they have had than we did previous with the players who were there and who wasn't injured. Obviously for us, I hope it's going to be sort of a similar lineup as it was on the weekend, you know, with the Trevor Chalobah, Badia Schill, Reece James, and potentially Cucurella, Santos, Caicedo, Enzo in the middle, Esteval, Neto, Delap up front. No, João Pedro up front, hopefully. Also, not forgetting, Palmer's hopefully going to be returning, so maybe they might move Esteval to the left, Palmer on the right. I think that might work much better. It's going to be absolutely amazing to have Palmer back. Obviously, like I said the other day in the other video, he wasn't looking himself. Obviously, there's been such a huge speculation about him going to Manchester United, which in my opinion, I don't see it happening. But if it is going to happen, it'll be in the summer now. I can't see it happening in this window. Like I said, I hope he's not upset, and I hope he is happy to still play for Chelsea. I know that obviously people are saying he's homesick and stuff like that, but I just don't think it's true. I think it's all just media speculation. I do think that he is happy at Chelsea. He's just had a bit of a rough patch with an injury, and obviously if you're a player, you know yourself that when you're injured and you come back, you always feel a bit clunky. So fingers crossed that is all that, you know, is going on with him. But yeah, obviously the Napoli-Chelsea game, like I said, we ideally want to win. It's going to be a very, very tough game. Like I said, they're at home and their stadium is formidable, and their crowds they bring to that stadium is crazy. Do I think we have a chance? There is a potential, definitely. Like I said, with the side being slightly weaker, and we do have a chance. It'll be interesting to see how we play, because obviously I'd say we've had, obviously Arsenal was our first big challenge under Liam Rossini, but now this will be the sort of second biggest challenge other than Arsenal. Obviously we have had challenges before, but this will be probably our biggest one alongside Arsenal, because you just don't know how other teams going to play. Obviously it's easy to know in the Premier League because you kind of can watch them, whereas when you're in the Champions League, you're against other clubs that play in completely different leagues, completely different styles of football and completely different speeds of football, as we all know. But I'm confident. I think we can hopefully get the job done, maybe sneak away a 2-1 or maybe even a 1-0. I don't think it's going to be a pretty win, as like I said the other day in the video, with Liam Rossini, it doesn't seem like we get the pretty wins under Liam Rosenior. It seems like we just get the job done, which I don't mind. Obviously, I want us to play football that's nice on the eye and not horrible to watch, but I do think that it might just be a case of us being a very cagey affair, and I think either side might steal a goal and then lock in, but it'd be hard to say. Like I said, I'd ideally like us to win it. We really need to get Esteval on there to really utilise and attack those defenders. Obviously, Esteval is ridiculously quick, and, you know, he's been insane lately, so I don't see why he wouldn't start. Obviously, I know that Liam Rosenior is quite key on heavily rotating and, you know, pretty much making sure that everyone's fit and calm and stuff like that. But for me personally, I don't think he will. Fingers crossed he will just start Esteval. I think a few players do have a point to prove, like when Palmer comes back, hopefully. We've rested him for 2 days now, so hopefully he should, you know, I'm not expecting him to be top notch, but hopefully, fingers crossed, he can come back in and actually make an impact, do a job and try and get some of that confidence back. But yeah, like I said, my overall result, I think either 2-1 either way. Fingers crossed, 2-1 to Chelsea or 1-0 to Chelsea. I'll take it. But yes, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this little pre-match video. If there's anything you guys think I should add to these pre-match videos, like any news coming from Chelsea, anything like that, then please do let me know. Like I said, shout out to Liam again for giving me the idea. I hope you enjoy it. And yes, guys, I'll see you tomorrow when I upload my game review. Thanks so much. Been JB Lion. Peace, guys. Woo!